In the midst of the daily hustle and responsibilities, mothers often find themselves overwhelmed, trying to balance the demands of work, home, and family. In this whirlwind, finding moments of peace and connection with God can seem like an almost impossible challenge. But what if we told you there's a powerful way to start your day with serenity and strength, even in the midst of chaos? This morning prayer is specially crafted for busy mothers like you, who seek to find peace amidst the turmoil. Here, you will discover how prayer can transform your mornings, bringing clarity, protection, and renewing your faith each new day. This is an invitation to slow down for a few minutes, hand over your worries to God, and allow Him to guide your steps. Prepare to start your day with a prayer that not only strengthens your spirit, but also gives you the energy needed to face any challenge that comes your way. As dawn breaks, a new opportunity arises to renew your faith and trust in God. This early morning stillness is a sacred space, a chance to pause before the demands of the day set in. When you begin your day with prayer, you are not merely uttering words. You are setting the tone for everything that follows. Imagine the peace that comes with knowing your first thoughts are aligned with God's wisdom. Your first words are filled with gratitude, and your first actions are guided by divine protection. This moment of prayer is a powerful act of surrender, a recognition that, while the day ahead may bring its challenges, you are not facing them alone. It's about placing your trust in God's hands, confident that He is guiding your every step. The act of pausing to pray in the morning isn't just a routine. It's a deliberate choice to seek out the peace that only God can provide, even before the chaos of the day begins. For many mothers, mornings can be the most hectic time of the day. The rush to get everyone ready, the pressure of upcoming tasks, and the constant juggling of responsibilities can feel overwhelming. But within this whirlwind, there's an opportunity to find refuge. By starting your day with a morning prayer, you create a sanctuary of calm, a moment where you can gather your thoughts, connect with God, and find the strength you need to face the day ahead. In these moments, you're not just asking for guidance. You're inviting God into every part of your day. You're acknowledging that, despite the demands and pressures, His presence can bring clarity to your decisions, peace to your mind, and strength to your spirit. Imagine how different your day could be if it began with this intentional act of devotion, where every worry is laid at God's feet, and every step is taken with His guidance. As you speak your morning prayer, think of it as a way to align your heart with God's will. This alignment doesn't just affect you, it resonates through your home, impacting your family, your work, and every interaction you have throughout the day. When your heart is at peace, you can approach the challenges of motherhood with patience and love, rather than stress and anxiety. Prayer, at its core, is an act of faith and trust. It's about acknowledging that you don't have to carry the burdens of the day alone. The speaker in this story emphasizes the importance of this trust, of knowing that when you pray, you're not just speaking into the void, but connecting with a God who is deeply involved in every detail of your life. This connection is what transforms a simple morning prayer into a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of the day. Consider the times when life's unpredictability has thrown you off balance. Perhaps there was a day when everything seemed to go wrong. Plans fell apart. Unexpected challenges arose, and you were left feeling overwhelmed. In moments like these, prayer becomes more than just a spiritual practice. It becomes a lifeline. By beginning your day with a prayer, you prepare yourself for whatever may come, knowing that God's protection is over you and your loved ones. The speaker invites you to think of prayer not just as a way to ask for things, but as a way to surrender control. Life is full of uncertainties, and trying to manage everything on your own can be exhausting. But when you bring your concerns to God in prayer, you're making a conscious decision to trust in His sovereignty. You're acknowledging that, while you may not be able to control every situation, God can and will guide you through whatever comes your way. This sense of surrender is liberating. It frees you from the constant pressure to have all the answers, to always be strong, to never falter. Instead, you can rest in the assurance that God's wisdom is far greater than your own, and that His love for you is unwavering. The act of praying twice in an anintasign for you in the morning then becomes an act of humility, a way of placing your trust in God's hands and allowing Him to lead. In this narrative, the speaker also highlights the importance of seeking divine protection. This isn't just about asking God to keep you safe from physical harm. It's about recognizing the need for spiritual protection as well. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, it's easy to lose focus on what truly matters. By starting your day with a prayer for protection, you're asking God to guard your heart and mind, to keep you focused on His will, and to protect you from the negative influences that can pull you away from His path. Think about the various aspects of your life that could benefit from this divine protection: your relationships, your health, your peace of mind. By including your loved ones in this prayer, you're extending that protective covering to them as well. The speaker suggests making this a daily habit, taking a moment each morning to pray for each member of your family, asking God to surround them with His grace and mercy. This practice of praying for protection is a reminder that you are not just responsible for yourself, but also for those you love. As a mother, your prayers have a powerful impact on your family. When you pray for your children, your spouse, your friends, you're asking God to watch over them, to guide their steps, and to keep them safe from harm. This act of intercession is a beautiful expression of love and care, one that strengthens the bonds within your family and brings a sense of peace to your heart. But this protection isn't just a shield against harm, it's also a source of strength. By praying for protection, you're asking God to fortify you against the challenges of the day, to give you the resilience you need to face difficulties with grace and courage. This spiritual armor prepares you for whatever lies ahead, giving you the confidence to navigate the day with a steady heart and a clear mind. As the day unfolds, the challenges you face can test your inner peace and shake your faith. This is why it's crucial to start the day by seeking the peace that only God can provide. The speaker in this story guides you through a prayer that calls for this essential peace, a peace that transcends circumstances and anchors you in God's love. By asking for this peace in the morning, you're preparing yourself to handle whatever comes your way with a calm and steady spirit. The speaker emphasizes that this peace is not something you have to earn or achieve. It's a gift from God, available to all who seek it sincerely. When you start your day by asking for this peace, you're opening your heart to God's presence, inviting Him to fill your mind with tranquility and your soul with assurance. This peace becomes a guiding force throughout the day, helping you to navigate life's turbulence with grace and composure. In addition to peace, the speaker also encourages you to pray for strength. This strength is not just physical, it's emotional and spiritual as well. It's the kind of strength that helps you keep going when you're tired, that keeps you hopeful when things are difficult, and that sustains your faith even in the face of adversity. By asking God for this strength each morning, you're equipping yourself to face the day with resilience and determination. Another crucial element of this morning prayer is the request for clarity. In a world that is often chaotic and confusing, having a clear mind is invaluable. The speaker encourages you to ask God to clear away the fog of doubt and uncertainty, to help you see things from His perspective, and to guide your decisions with wisdom and insight. This clarity is what allows you to stay focused on what truly matters, to avoid distractions, and to make choices that align with God's will. By integrating these elements, peace, strength, and clarity, into your morning prayer, you're setting yourself up for success. You're asking God to prepare you for the day ahead, to give you the tools you need to navigate whatever challenges come your way. And as you move through your day, you can carry these gifts with you, knowing that God's presence is with you, guiding and sustaining you every step of the way. At the heart of this story is a call to trust in God's guidance. Life is full of decisions, some small, some significant, and it's easy to feel lost or uncertain about which path to take. The speaker reminds you that, in these moments of uncertainty, you don't have to rely on your own understanding. Instead, you can turn to God, asking Him to lead you, to give you the wisdom you need to make the right choices, and to trust that He knows what is best for you. This trust is not always easy. There will be times when God's guidance leads you in a direction you didn't expect, or when His timing doesn't match your own. But the speaker encourages you to hold on to this trust, to believe that God's plan is always for your good, even when it's hard to see. By starting your day with a prayer for guidance, you're reminding yourself to lean on God's wisdom, to seek His will in all you do, and to trust that He will direct your steps. The speaker also emphasizes the importance of keeping your heart open to God's guidance throughout the day. It's not enough to ask for guidance in the morning and then go about your day without listening for God's voice. Instead, you're encouraged to remain in constant communication with God, to pause and pray when faced with decisions, and to seek His direction in everything you do. This ongoing dialogue with God helps you stay aligned with His will and ensures that you're moving in the right direction. Trusting in God's guidance also means being willing to let go of your own plans and desires when they don't align with His. This surrender can be challenging, especially when you've invested time and energy into a particular goal. But the speaker reminds you that true peace comes from knowing that God's plans for you are always better than anything you could imagine. By surrendering your plans to Him, you're making room for His greater purpose to unfold in your life. Finally, the story concludes with a reminder of the power of praise and worship. After you've handed over your worries to God, after you've asked for His protection, peace, strength, and guidance, it's natural to respond with gratitude. The speaker encourages you to take a moment each morning to praise God for His goodness, to thank Him for His blessings, and to worship Him for who He is. Praise and worship are not just acts of devotion. They are powerful tools that can transform your perspective. When you focus on God's greatness, your problems begin to shrink in comparison. When you remember His faithfulness, your fears start to fade. By starting your day with praise, you're setting a positive tone for the hours ahead, filling your mind with thoughts of God's goodness and your heart with His joy. Worship, too, is a vital part of your morning routine. It's a time to connect with God on a deeper level, to express your love for Him, and to align your spirit with His. The speaker suggests that this worship doesn't have to be complicated or lengthy. It can be as simple as singing a hymn, reading a psalm, or spending a few moments in silent reflection. The key is to make this time meaningful, to use it as a way to draw closer to God, and to start your day with a sense of His presence. As you incorporate praise and worship into your morning prayer, you'll find that it not only enriches your relationship with God, but also impacts the way you approach the rest of your day. When you begin the day with a heart full of gratitude and a mind focused on God's goodness, You're better equipped to handle challenges with grace, to interact with others with kindness, and to move through the day with a sense of peace and purpose. In the midst of the daily hustle and responsibilities, mothers often find themselves overwhelmed, trying to balance the demands of work, home, and family. In this whirlwind, finding moments of peace and connection with God can seem like an almost impossible challenge. But what if we told you there's a powerful way to start your day with serenity and strength, even in the midst of chaos? This morning prayer is specially crafted for busy mothers like you, who seek to find peace amidst the turmoil. Here, you will discover how prayer can transform your mornings, bringing clarity, protection, and renewing your faith each new day. This is an invitation to slow down for a few minutes, hand over your worries to God, and allow Him to guide your steps. Prepare to start your day with a prayer that not only strengthens your spirit, but also gives you the energy needed to face any challenge that comes your way.